Hi and welcome to TWeK Racing. Today I should have brought you 4 races, but we'll have to do with 3. The first race went very well, but unfortunately I didn't get to record it. I was starting P4 and dominated. Was during lap 2 already up to P1, and from there I just pulled a gap. I think I won by 10 or 12 seconds. So we'll just skip ahead to race 2. New kart, starting P4. It's just a random start order. As you can see, my lightweight girlfriend just flies up next to me here. Gets squeezed. Just trying to make sure that she's not gonna hang around. I'm thinking the 2 guys ahead are gonna slow each other up on the entry to the long straight. I just try and fall back a little bit so I can have more speed down the straight. As you see, I'm next to him, but he's in the draft. But I still have the inside. And up to P3. And he goes very wide, so I'm immediately up to P2. So hopefully I can just catch up to P1 now without having to battle too much against the guy behind me. This is a track where you can easily throw one up on the inside if the guy in front is just going for a normal racing line. So you can easily just lose both of you a lot of time. Thankfully it wasn't too aggressive right now. I'm still just feeling up the kart. Already on the first lap on the straight I felt like shit, this is slow. This is not a track that I'm that used to racing on, and the people I'm racing against only race here. They're from an Alfa Romeo drivers club, and my girlfriend works with one of the guys who is in this club, so he invited us to it. Racing with new people, I tend to try and find out how they're used to racing, like the driving standards, how much contact is too much, and what moves do they deem legit. Of course I could just drive to my own principle, but when it comes to racing, a lot of people are very sensitive, especially in sim racing. And also a lot of newcomers to outdoor and indoor go-kart racing, very sensitive as well. They get upset over nothing, really. I was just trying to stay mindful of this to make sure that nobody regretted inviting us. Still trying to catch up to the guy ahead, not really making a lot of progress, and still dragging a few karts behind me on my slipstream. It really highlights for me that the kart I'm driving right now is slow, or the kart I was in before was just absurdly fast. But since there's still another guy driving the other kart and he's not leading, aren't they just thinking this kart is slow? People are hanging on to me. I'm really trying to maximize the speed here in the straight where I don't have any, to make sure I don't get attacked into the hairpin, as it is a prime overtaking opportunity. It's really close, and I know every time I open a corner up to get a good exit, he can easily just dive down the inside. But I'm just betting on him, wanting us to go forward, trying to catch the guy ahead, not spending time attacking. As he comes up the inside here, try and go for the switchback. You see I had more speed coming out of the corner, but even though he just accelerates ahead, I go for the inside here. Through the chicane, I have to leave a little space on the left, and that just gives him the run around me. This battle has brought 2 more karts up in the outside. Thankfully it's the outside, so I can just take the inside and squeeze them off here. One of them was actually my girlfriend, Emma. And if there's one thing I really don't want to do, it's lose to her. I'm just gonna try and see if I can suck some slipstream here. Usually I would be catching up right now because I'm in the slipstream. But my kart is actually so slow in the straight that not even in the slipstream I can catch up to the guy ahead. This tells me that I should really not waste any time in battles. I just need to try and hold on to this dude, see if he can give me the straight line speed that I'm lacking, as I completely missed the apex. Now I've lost him. Hanging on to his slipstream was probably my best opportunity for a race win. Now the only hope I have is he will come all the way up to P1 and they will battle like crazy, maybe push each other off or something like that, and I can catch up and maybe take them on the last lap. Speaking of the last lap, here we are. Final corners on the last lap, they caught each other, they raced to the finish, and it didn't help me one bit. So I have to settle for third. It was pretty decent with this car. Let's see if I can do better in race 3. This time I'm hopefully in a competitive kart. Starting further back, all the way back in 7th. A few guys on the outside here trying to go inside on the guy with the blue shoes. Who's the guy who overtook me and almost got the win last race. Now I'm getting the inside for the left-hander. Is he going to stick around the outside? No, he's not, so that's up one position. Now we're up to 6th. We just need to see if we can chase down any more of these people. We're all going to be in a line right now. We're all going to be mixed and matched on where we start because there's always a random start order. Basically, we just get a new kart number, and then you just have to start wherever that kart finished the last race. As a lot of stuff is unfolding ahead here. I don't really have anywhere to go, so I have to stay here on the outside. Hoping to gain some positions on a cutback as our resident Smurf goes almost into extinction. He barely stays alive as he just tries to wipe me off. I'm now here on the outside and I know the next real turn is a right-hander and a lot of grip close to the curb, so I'm not gonna be able to do anything there. I'm just gonna try and have to pressure him. He's shown that he's already vulnerable to mistakes, as we saw before. I'm trying to stay close going into the hairpin, because he obviously didn't see there was a turn. But that leaves us in P5, and at least now our Smurf problem has been taken care of. There's another guy, goes wide, gives us an easy position, and now we're into 4th. Still have Emma leading the race. She's managed to build a little gap. There's another guy, goes pretty wide, gives me a small chance of a run, but this left-hander is not worth to hang around at the outside. Only thing is worth is if you go a little bit wide so you can get more speed and go for the inside here in this corner. As I managed to do that, I'm up into P3. So first lap I gained 1 position, and so far I've gained 3 on this lap already. Could we go for 4? And we got a really bad exit on that corner, and opens the door on the inside for the other guy. I'm gonna use the same gap. Little love tap going through here, and we're up to P2. So that's 4 places in 1 lap. That's pretty good. And I even had the inside there. Now the only thing I need to fear is her on the straight. I just need to build a big enough gap through these 3 corners here, going on, and then just see if I can engage afterburners. Here we go. Afterburners engaged. Is she on my side? No. So I survived the first attack, and that's most likely going to be the most dangerous attack. But now I just need to re-engage the afterburners and try and see if I can catch up to the guy ahead, and hopefully just overtake him. This situation right now feels pretty similar to the last race, but this time I feel like I'm in a competitive kart, so I feel we're at least on even terms. Reappearing 1 lap later, I am definitely closer to him, so at least I got the speed. Now the important part is, can I get past him? And if I can get past him, can I get away? The slipstream effect on this track is pretty big. So as soon as you have a guy right ahead of you, like I do now, at least if you're not in a slow kart like I was before, then you should pretty easily just be able to hang on to the guy ahead. As you can see in more equal machinery, I'm actually catching up while in slipstream. This is how it should be. I'm gonna go for the dive here. He's not gonna leave any space. He doesn't know I'm there. Gonna push him a bit wide. Now he definitely has the advantage. He's a little bit ahead. I'm gonna try and see if I can squeeze up the inside. He's not gonna leave any room. Basically right now I'm just trying different bullying strategies, I guess, to just see if I can get him to give me space somewhere where he doesn't need to give me space. And by doing that, I can get the inside and then I can get the pads hopefully. Because I'm definitely faster than him, but people are still catching up behind. So I just need to get close, overtake, and then build a gap. Right on his bumper here. Stay close. I'm gonna wait for my great opportunity, hopefully coming down the back straight here. We're now in lap 6 out of 10. It's worth noting that we don't actually know when we're racing, what lap we're on, or how many laps we have to do before the race is done. As I'm not quite close enough to go for a move this time, I'm just gonna linger here, be in his presence, make him feel that I'm behind him, add pressure, go for the cutback, see if I can get the inside here as he really, really squeezes me. I did not at all think that he would like try and turn in that early, so I was very surprised, and now he punts me in the rear. I guess he's kind of upset about that move. Me still being me and not really wanting to upset anybody here because I don't know the people that I'm racing against. And I would love to be re-invited to an event like this because it's good fun and the skill level is pretty high. I'm thinking he may have felt wronged in the incident before and may want to retaliate. And my plan is just I'm not gonna defend like the first time, so he can get a clean pass, and then I can try and see if I can get a clean pass again. If he's gonna go for the move, as he does right here. Hopefully I have enough overspeed now, but he's gonna take the inside. I did not feel like I was on the wrong going in the inside before. I felt like I came up like now on his side, and then he just wanted to turn into me. This time he didn't do it, but before he actually pushed me onto the grass. My thinking was, he was surprised about me being on his inside and he didn't want to get overtaken, so he just tried to push me onto the grass. But I was not really holding a grudge, I just wanted to win this. I knew that I had the pace, but on this track, like I said before, you need a quite big pace gap, like pace advantage, to actually pull away from a guy stuck to your slipstream. Or you just need the guy behind to do a mistake, as he didn't do here. He was right on my right side. He chose to back out wisely. Hopefully this has given him bad exit down the straight, but nope. There he pops up again, right on my inside. He's gonna go very well on the brakes actually, hitting the apex and getting to a good track out. I was really betting on going for a switch back there. I thought he was just gonna swing out wide. And now he's really closing the door. Look how early he just squeezes me onto the grass. I am literally on his side as he starts to push me out onto the grass. The point where he starts to turn into me makes no sense for a racing line perspective. It's so far before you would turn into that corner. Like almost 20 meters or something like that. So he's only to squeeze me off. I'm gonna go here. I'm gonna go aggressive because I need to be aggressive to get past this guy. I don't know how many laps there's left, but I feel like we've been racing for quite a while. So, last race turned out to only be 9 laps. This race going for 10. I'm thinking I need to defend now. This might be the last lap. So I show him the outside, take the apex, go all the way wide, and go all the way in so he's not going to be able to squeeze around my inside. He might be able to go for a bit wider on the entry to that corner, so maybe he can shove up my inside now. As he does, and he managed to keep it on track. And now he can just easily hang me out to dry here, and I leave way too big of a gap to do a real cutback here. I can't go around the outside, so I need to brake, giving him a tiny gap again. Now I know that that wasn't the last lap, and I didn't really count the laps, so I didn't know that this was gonna be. but I was definitely feeling that it was gonna come soon. I was starting to get a little bit annoyed with this guy. It's hard when you're in a situation like this to find out when should you defend and when shouldn't you. So I really come up the inside here and dive into it. I leave the space on the exit. Probably shouldn't, because yeah, he wouldn't. So I'm gonna try here, go for the inside. He's gonna defend like crazy. I'm gonna try and see if I can get a cutback. Maybe that can work, but he's gonna hug the inside again. Left out dry. Final cutback. Can I get up the inside for the final corner? Nope, it's not gonna happen. I'm just gonna be kissing his rear bumper all the way through the last corner here into the last chicane, onto the straight. Now I see the checker flag, and damn it! Second place. That really should have been a win. But yeah, it was a good race as we completely miss our fist bump. But a lot to learn from that race. I need to defend harder when I feel like I'm that close to the end. Emma got a P3, so that's very good by her. Before we arrived, she was pretty afraid that she was just going to be driving around the back, so it was very good that she actually got P3 there. So now the final race starting in P3. Get a very bad start, immediately down to P4. I'm going to have to defend against the guy behind. I am a little bit more to the heavy side, which makes the start kind of difficult for me. Weigh 85 kilos. The race is long, and hopefully I can redeem myself in this race and finally score the second win of the day. Just gonna engage the afterburners, see if we can do anything into the hairpin at the end of the straight. Cart number 28 has a good run on our rocket starter in cart number 11. It's gonna go stay on the inside. I immediately spot this hole in the inside as a great opportunity to get by the guy in the cart number 11. Now we're in P3, back where we started. Can we maintain it? At least we're going to be attacked by this guy. We're just going to show him the outside of the track here. Securing our third position. And now it's just a matter of not losing the two guys ahead by battling with the guy behind me. And instead focus our efforts on keeping the battle engaged with the leading pair. Otherwise we'll just have a hard battle battling for third. And that's not the position I'm out for in this race. I already got a third, got a first, and I got a second. But I'm really not looking to finishing second here. I'm gonna go for the win. It's quite a gap up here. I'm just gonna gauge my afterburners. Stay on the outside. I see that he's gonna go for a dive. Thinking I can go with him. It works perfectly. Up into second place. But now we're on the outside. Left out here to dry like the guy in cart number 11 before. Now we can see how he felt. And that was the guy in cart 11. Now we're down to fourth and fifth. Oh no, I was second just before. I'm gonna try and see if I can squeeze my way up here on the inside. It's not really gonna work. He's gonna get the better exit speed here. I have to tuck in. After lap 1 I was in P3, now I'm in P5. But at least we're still engaged with the leading pair. Stuck on the slipstream, which is very important to not lose them. They are battling as well, which is very good for us, because then they're not running away. Let's stay close and see if any opportunities arises. As he hit the guys ahead, it's perfect. Gives us a great run. We can go for the inside in the hairpin here. I'm gonna go 3 wide. The guy on the outside is definitely not gonna expect that. So he goes wide, and I'm into third. Amazing. I just gotta get past the 2 guys ahead. It should be possible, as they will definitely battle. Let's call the guy in the all black suit, cart number 11, our dark trooper, as he goes into the lead, diving down the inside. He really likes to fight, so it's definitely a dark trooper. The guy in the black and blue suit is actually Bo, Emma's colleague. He's pretty fast and weighs 20 kilos less than me. He also races MX5s usually, so he definitely has some racing experience. But I'm thinking we can take him. Gonna stay in third here. Try and keep the speed up, push him a little bit ahead, so he can mount an attack on our Black Trooper in the lead. We're gonna get a pretty good run, and the Black Trooper is gonna give us some tow. This is gonna give me a good opportunity to send it, learning from race number 3, not leaving any space, just gonna send it deep. And as you may have spotted, I was actually so late on the brakes that I locked the rear axle, sending me into a tiny drift, which was not planned. But hey, at least now we're back on the tail of the Black Trooper. He's gonna go super defensive as we get overtaken for trying to get a good exit. That's gonna give us speed advantage and the inside for the second to last corner here. So he's not gonna have a chance on the outside there. Giving us a nice run through the final chicane. And we have our second position. So I just gotta catch our Black Trooper here. He takes way too much curb on the inside, losing traction by hitting the grass and bouncing over the curb. It's gonna give us the lead. Now, let's see if we can just re-engage our afterburners and run away with this one. Hopefully we'll not see anybody attack us down the inside here into the hairpin. Oh, we're golden, so we're just gonna re-engage the afterburners, go as fast as we can. I really want to win this one. Gotta stay close to the left side of the track so nobody can stick a nose inside. Re-engage our afterburners. Try and get a good corner here as our Black Trooper is still gonna slow us down. Why can't he just stay behind and let us build a gap to the rest of the crew, and then we can fight it out later? But he doesn't know this. So now we're back in P2. Let's see if we can mount a new attack. I'm gonna get a good run on him here. He's gonna stay, and he's opening the corner, gives me the inside, diving down, and we're through. Back into P1. I felt like I really had to get past this guy. He was making too many mistakes, and I thought that we wouldn't be able to break away if he was in the lead. But breaking away from a guy who just wants to fight is really hard on this track. If he's just decently on pace, he will just slipstream and go down the inside like our Black Trooper did here once again. Now he's forcing me on the outside. Thankfully, the other guys have fallen a little bit behind. He's gonna go here and defend. Just gonna show my nose. He's gonna brake too late. And off he goes. Hopefully now we won't have to deal with our dear friend the Dark Trooper anymore. Hopefully we can just build a gap now. I'm gonna try and get our head down. Not right now, but on any straight. And see if we can build a gap finally. Still have guys on my tail, as you see him diving down my inside. Cart number 28 started being in battle with him as well. So it's not a Dark Trooper. I'm gonna have to overtake now. Now it's number 28, the regular guy in the rental suit. Let's see if we can find a way past him. Shouldn't be too difficult. I think he has more pace than our dear friend the Black Trooper. Hopefully he's not gonna try and defend every corner. He's not gonna fall for our little trick that got rid of our Dark Trooper friend. But he's still gonna go very defensive on the line here. You can see I have a lot more speed coming out of the corner. If he had gone from the same line, we would be able to build a little bit of a bigger gap. Here I'm again gonna try and go a bit wider to get the overspeed on the straight here. But he's just gonna stay on the left to defend. He's definitely costing us a lot of time right now. He's defending in almost every corner. I'm gonna be on his outside here before it's straight, having to brake. This is one thing I really need to work a little bit more on. my switchbacks. I tend to leave too much space for the switchback, meaning that I'm not going to be able to actually do the overtake. But here I get it because of the massive slipstream. I have the inside for the long left-hander, which is definitely going to put me ahead after this corner. I'm going to have to defend a little bit, show that I don't want you to keep going down my inside. It's not going to bring us victory. It's not going to bring me victory. He's, even though I take a slightly defensive line here, he's still going to try and squeeze his way down the inside. But I'm trying to make sure I don't compromise my line too much and just race on. I'm feeling this race could be done at any moment. In the race I didn't keep track of what lap we were on or how many laps there was in a race, but the second race was 9 laps, and the third race was 10 laps, and the fourth race was 10 laps, so maybe I could have thought that it was going to be 10 laps and counted in my head, but I wasn't thinking about that. I was just thinking about, let's build the gap, let's get away from this guy, and please stop diving me in every situation. Just gonna see if we can gain some extra speed by the reduced drag here again. Get a tight line through here. You don't have to go super wide because it's just traveling too long and you don't really get that much more speed out of it. Getting close to the apex, using the width of the track, going narrow to defend, but he's still... Oh, who is this? This is the Dark Trooper. No! Our friend the Dark Trooper has gotten past our regular guy friend. Damn it. Now we're gonna have to deal with him again. We're gonna come out here in the straight, entering the final lap. I was showing that I was gonna defend, but he was not going for the attack, so I went back out to the right side. I'm just gonna try and see if I can, as fast as possible, really getting close to the apexes, getting a lot of speed onto the straight, engaging the afterburners. I actually went so fast in the afterburners I just touched the grass right there. Is he gonna be on my inside? Nope. Just gonna keep on going. Let's see. How fast can this kart go? Drag reduction. Yeah, we can call it my little DRS system here. My human DRS. Choosing the drag of my body. Get a very good run through here. Is he too far behind? Is he gonna show his nose here? No, he's not. Clean through. Final lap into the final corner. I can't see him on my right side. This is definitely gonna be a win. Oh yeah, baby. We got the checkered flag, and here we go. Second win of the day. Nice. Oh, this is a great feeling. I won the race. Won 2 out of 4 races. And 3rd place and a 2nd place. This gave me the overall victory. And what more can you ask for? It was definitely some super great fun racing. And just perfect to come out on top. Especially against these guys who drive here at this track on a regular basis. With that, thanks for watching. Hope you liked the video. Feel free to leave questions and suggestions in the comment section below. This was TWeK Racing. See you next time.